ஹாய் ஹலோ வணக்கம். நான் உங்கள் சந்தோஷ். நல்லா இருப்போம் எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். ஒரு சரியான மேட்ச் ஒன்று போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்தியா vs பங்களாதேஷ் விமென்ஸ் கேமு. தேர்ட் ODI. இட்ஸ் அ டிசைடர் கேம், லைக் த்ரீ மேட்ச் ODI சீரீஸ். இட்ஸ் அகெயின் 2 runs to win, 1 wicket and 5 balls. ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக முடிக்க வேண்டிய ஒரு கேமை வந்து ரொம்ப ஒரு இதுவாக எடுத்துகிட்டு போய் இப்போது பயங்கரமாக போய்கிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும். சி, first thing again, it's a sad day here, but it is raining. You would all seen Ashes game day 4 has been stopped. Look like day 4 and day 5 would be washed out because that's how it is raining and the rain prediction. So I don't have game today, so I'm just at home, sitting at home. So thought I'll come live and share you few things that I've seen in cricket last week and other sports as well. So this was very much exciting because at one point India looked like they would chase this down very easily when first when Smriti and ooh, that's out. That's given out. What? Bangladesh has won and they won by 1 run. It was too close a game. Ooh, this is the first time Bangladesh is actually winning an ODI against India, women's team. They did that in the very first game of the series, and now they've won the series as well. Wow, amazing! I literally have to say this. I feel Bangladesh is the most spirited team. I've said this before as well. Not just the team, but the entire crowd. The stadium is erupting. It is just in women's game happening in Bangladesh, and you could still see there are a lot of people turned around and huge noise, huge crowd support. That's amazing to see. There was another exceptional India Bangladesh match yesterday, which was again for the emerging Asian Emerging Trophy. That was also amazing game, a game which Bangladesh had won, and literally they had won halfway down, and then they somewhere lost that game, and I felt that was a great game as well. And I expected few pullovers, expected few tishum because we knew what has happened in under 19 finals, and most few were there. The same players were there playing yesterday as well in both the teams, in fact. And yes, as I said, it is the most spirited team. At the same time, ensuring that the line is not crossed is something that they will understand by once they get into the game and so on. I mean, it is there, guys. It is, see, when you achieve something for the first time, when you do something that you think or you were dreaming of, or you were told that it is not possible, or something big like beating an Indian team in a World Cup. Remember 2007, that is the growth of Bangladesh, if I'm not wrong. And that has actually erupted the entire Bangladesh world and their cricketing world, I would say. And after that, they have a completely different team now. And every time we feel like they are going down, they a bunch of that entire gang of 2007 is now leaving, and we feel that they don't have any more arsenal in their tank. But then you can see that their young cricketers are really fired up and so on. Anyways, congratulations to the team. Yesterday's, they lost, but today women's team have won an amazing game. Yeah, fabulous. So as I keep saying this, there is another game which is going on in football, the Gothia Cup, which is like a football World Cup for juniors. It is, if I'm not wrong, it is happening in Brazil. I'm not sure where is it happening, but the final is between a Brazil club and an Indian club. Indian Minerva club is going has gone there, the very first time, and they're into the finals. This is amazing stuff. Last few weeks of Indian football is going in a different level. I could see that it is just climbing or inclining in this manner at a 90-degree peak, which is very great to see as in a football fan, as in someone who wants to see Indians doing really well in football. Very, very, very happy on that, because this is so important. This is something called as a Junior World Cup itself, because all the major club teams across the globe come and compete in this particular tournament, and to be in the final itself is great. And leading Brazil in a final 3-1 in half time is amazing. I'm not sure if there are any live telecast of it. I've been searching it for a while now. I could not see a live telecast anywhere, but wherever it is happening, I really feel it should end up, Indian team should end up winning. Eventually, that's gonna be the greatest news for Indian football. We know that we won the SAF, we know that we won the Intercontinental, and a lot of tournaments this year that we are winning. And we hope Indian team plays in Asia Cup this year, because there's been that not IOC, Indian Olympic Committee, something. They have come up and said, they're not sending the Indian football team because of their rankings. They're not in the top eight, so they're not sending, is what has been told. But Igor Stimac has sent out an mail to sports minister and Narendra Singh Modi, to let the Indian football team, because of its, the way it is playing, it's a great exposure, right? When you play some big teams, you get big exposure. That is what is happening for these young kids in Gothia Cup, because as in a team, they are playing amazingly well, and they get to know each other, their strength, their exposure they get at a 13 years old or 14-year or 15-year old. It's amazing. And these kids, when they grow up, say, another 5 years down the line, they're going to represent India, and they're going to play amazing football around the world. And now, if I'm not wrong, Bipin is playing in a league outside India as well. So these are very, very good news. We could see that campaign of India 2047 is going in football. If this goes in this space, I'm sure, even halfway down the line, even before 2047, we would be a very good team, and I'm sure we're gonna participate in the World Cups very soon. Katarzyna Krzyk. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. So very, very, I wish all my luck, the entire India team or Indian, crowd across the world. Wishes Minerva to come out as a winner in this tournament, Gothia Cup. Something that I'm really, really, really looking forward. I could not see anywhere the live which is going here. Let me see if I can see the. As of now, I could not see the live stream anywhere. Okay, so now let's get into other sports. Like badminton is doing really well. So before I move out from football, what a man, Messi! Hats off, man! Hats off for his amazing goal. The very first game, and a decider and a free kick straight into the nets. Wow. There are certain people, I keep saying this, they're destined, their destiny is to play. You can call out n number of people. Just write whom you know in the comment box, because for me, there are few people like Messi, Sachin, Dhoni. These guys are like, they're child of God at times, you feel, and they're sent out for only one simple reason: to play. That's what you feel at times, and that's what is happening in Messi's case. And now, you know what, we have already could see that football has dropped out in Spanish league, and it is going down. The not the ratings are not that good in Spanish league, and mark my words, US league is gonna do amazing stuff. uh, if you actually notice down, US is now come back, has, coming back in football and cricket. Remember these things, guys. US doesn't have a great followers in both cricket and football, and these are the two major sport across the world, and not in US. So I'm sure US have made a strategy or a plan to ensure these two games are gonna be number one in US in the next 5 years, 10 years down the line. So I feel there is a strategy move that has happened. That's the reason why Messi is in Miami now, and cricket. Mark my words, guys. Mark my words, please. And yeah, so when I say about cricket and the US and stuff, I'll talk about what is happening in major cricket league, which is the US league, which is happening. And you know why I say that? Because there is an India West Indies tournament which is happening, which is a bilateral series happening in West Indies. You would feel that most of our commentators would be in that tournament and talking about it, whereas you could see that most of the major commentators are in major league, and they're talking, and they're commentating there. And that's something, you could see the way that in which they have come out. I'm sure they're going to hit with money, and that's going to happen huge when US comes in power. Money, technology, these things going to happen, and it's going to change the course of the game itself. And the next thing that I would want to say is again the Ashes. Fantastic, fantabulous, I would say, the way in which they're playing the baseball itself. Uh, am I a big fan of baseball? No, but see, it's a two-edged sword, as I always said. There is one way that you look at it. You feel that it is gonna kill the test match and so on, so on, but that's how it is going to be played no matter what. But I am afraid, right? The test is called test because of the various conditions, right? For example, if someone is traveling down to India, you would see a spinning track. And if someone is traveling down to Australia, then you would see a bouncy track. If someone is going and playing in England, you would see a seaming track. And these are the different conditions, and you need to play those conditions. So then that's the test. That's what I feel. Test matches are called test matches because of its conditions and so on. What is that to do with baseball? I'll say what. Baseball would definitely bring audience in. Baseball would be like, maybe in future they would make it as a 4 day game, make it 100 overs and a 4 day game possible. But what will happen to the pitches if, right, if the sponsors and the entertainers and the organizers feels, what, this style of cricket is bringing you more crowd, more audiences, then why don't you give these kind of wickets? Now the wickets will start going flat. Okay, that's where the issue gonna happen. See, from a test, the move for a 1 day is also for the entertainment purpose. When the 1 day international happened, which is a 60 over game initially, when that happened, it was for the entertainment purpose. The people should come in, crowd should watch, and so on. Then become 50 over. Then lot of changes happened. You would have seen not many changes happened in test cricket, but one day cricket they kept evolving into power plays, different styles of power plays. They just need entertaining, right? They just need entertainment. Now again we are at one stage where T20 is amazing and we don't want to watch 50 overs. Think about test cricket. Nobody would watch unless and until he is like, mad about cricket, right? That is the stage where we are in. So eventually, I feel this is how it is going to happen, but I'm worried about the pitches that is going to be, made. I'm happy if this style of game is going on, but with the pitches that we have currently, right? For example, if you taken the Edgbaston or the second test at Lords, yeah, if you take out these two pitches, it was flat decks, which is not something that you would see when you come travel down to England, right? If you have to play your baseball, play in that particular wicket in that way. For example, come out and play in a Pune track or a Mumbai, spinning track, the way that you wanted to play. You can still play and you can still get runs. Uh, I don't know. There is gonna be a huge thing that's happening on the baseball. It's gonna be pretty tough. Anyways, on the other hand, badminton, I would have to say Saitwik and Chirag is going amazingly well. They are into the finals of the Korean Open. You hardly see badminton. The difference between badminton and tennis in India is like, in India, singles have not done really well, like men's singles or women's singles players have not done really good, but the doubles team had always been on top. It is the other way around when it comes to badminton. Though Ashwini Ponnappa and what's her name? Oh, I forgot her name, sorry. Datta. Okay, so when they were playing, they were really amazingly well in doubles, but then they didn't achieve that glory of being number one. And so now Chirag and Sai is doing amazingly well, and they're staying at number one for about last few months, if I'm not wrong, and they're doing amazingly well, and that's key to do. And there was a world record smash that happened quite a week ago, where I guess if not sure whether it was Sai or Chirag who had a world record speed in his smash. So outstanding to see that. And there are a couple more leagues going on in table tennis. There is a league which is happening. Please do watch that. Amazing league. Some fabulous players are playing in that league, and there are so many other games going around the world. Please do watch it. Now my daughter Adya, she is into their school holidays, summer holidays here in UK. So they are going to start their first official cricket coaching and football coaching here in UK starting next week. Say hi. Hi. Okay, guys, so winding off for today. I didn't say this in the start. I'm finishing it off with that. நல்லா இருப்போம், எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். Bye bye.